Hey everybody, it's Hal. Quail Studios Guitar. How you doing today? Let me make sure that we're live and we're good to go here. Hey everybody, it's really good to see you. Today's stream is called What are Jazz Chords and How to Use Them. I was thinking about what I should do last night, and I came across a message from one of my patrons, and he said, Hal, this would be a good one to do. And I said, yeah, that'd be a really good one. So we're going to talk about jazz chords and what they are. Let's look at, let's see here. Hey, by the way, it's just good to see everybody. I see Bob there and Mike and Dean. Hey guys, it's good to see you all. Thanks for coming along. If you have any questions, put them in the text right there. Hello, Mark from North Carolina. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. All right. Put any questions you have in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as we go along here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring up Blue Moon. Now this is a song that I've worked on before. You might be familiar with Blue Moon. Elvis did a version of it. There we go. It's a little bit bigger on the screen there. So let's see. I don't know what key he did it in. Blue, blue moon. Something. Let's see. Blue moon. Let me think about this. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. So what I'm playing here is I'm playing, I'm in the key of F. I could do it in any key, really, if I wanted to. And I'm playing an F chord, and then a D minor, and then a B flat, and then a C. Now let's go to the F major scale, and I'll show you what it looks like. So here's the F major scale, and we've got F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and then we're back to F again. You know, that's our major scale. Let's see if I can play it. F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. Okay. Now the first chord is called a one chord, and it's an F chord. I'm playing it as a bar chord or like that. And then the sixth chord would be a D minor. The four chord would be a B flat, and the five chord would be a C. And I believe that Blue Moon is kind of like in this very easy blue moon. You saw me standing alone. Right? Now we could do it in any key if we wanted to. We could do it if we wanted to make it lower. Let's see. If I did in the key of C, it would be blue, blue moon. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart. So that would be the C to A minor to F to G. Now we could do, instead of an F, we could do a D minor. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, D minor, without a dream, G in my heart. That's an easier key to sing in, isn't it? So for some of you out there, it might be easier to sing in C. But the reason I chose F is because it was pretty nice for my voice. So that's what I did. I'm looking at some comments here. Karen, oh wow, from India. Hello. Okay. Oh, Bob says he can't see my fingering. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I will change that in just a second. Tell you what, I'll move my camera and get rid of this make this a little bit smaller too. Thanks for letting me know, because, you know, when I'm flying here we go. Yeah. Okay, let me move this around a little bit and make it smaller. So the reason I have the key of F up there is because I'm going to explain a little bit about Blue Moon. I do it in the key of F. There it is right there. And you'll see that I have some chords. It says F major 7, F6, G minor 7, G minor 6. When I was studying a little bit about jazz some years ago, I came across a progression. That was this progression right here. And I realized that it was probably an interesting progression that we could use for Blue Moon. So I did an arrangement of it in that key, because I didn't want to do just the regular F major chord to a D minor to a B flat to a C. You know, I wanted to make it a little more jazzy. So a jazz chord, now you'll look right here. You'll see it says, that's the, at the top, you've got F-A, well, you've got the major scale, the F major scale. The first chord is F-A-C, and you'll see right there below it, it says F-A-C-E. Well, major chords and minor chords are the basic chords that we use all the time in music. And then, of course, the other two kinds of chords are augmented and diminished chords. And so most of pop music and rock music and that kind of thing are made up of major and minor chords. Now, jazz, they use augmented chords and diminished chords. And of course, jazz chords, if you look up jazz chords on the internet, and you get videos or something, and you'll look up people like Justin Sanderco. He has like 10 jazz chords. Jens Larson has videos about jazz chords. Daryl Braun Guitar has jazz chords. But the two people I really, really like, if you want to learn about jazz chords, are Rick Beato. Now, he, about a year ago or 2 years ago, he did a lot of jazz stuff. But he was way up there. I mean, it was like, wow, you know, kind of over my head, because I never really studied jazz seriously. I mean, you know, like really in depth. And then the other person I really like to listen to is Amy Nolte at Amy Nolte Music. Now, she's a pianist, and she does a lot of jazz. If you have a piano background, she's fantastic to listen to. I would recommend her. Really, she's wonderful. So Amy Nolte, Rick Beato, definitely really, really good. And some of these other people are introducing jazz chords too. But basically a jazz chord is a major chord or a minor chord with another note onto it, like a 7. So an F-A-C and then an E note, right? That's called the 7. You can see on the screen it says F-A-C-E. Well, the F is 1, the A is 3, the C is 5, and then the E is what we call the 7. It's a major 7 from F to E, and that's called an F major 7. There's different ways to play major 7s too. That's an F major 7 like this. I'm using just an F chord like this, and then I just play that open E string. So that's an F major 7. Another way to play one is like this. Okay, there's an F major 7 right there. This is my favorite way to play it if you're going to do the root on the low E string. So there's your F major 7. Now, there are dominant 7 chords like F7. Those are used in jazz a lot too. But they're also used in, you know, blues and things like that. But that's considered to be a jazz chord. And then you've got, that's a dominant 7, right? And then you've got minor chords like this one. G minor 7. Right? Now I use the G minor 7 in this song, and I'll show you in a minute what it sounds like and how I use it. G minor 7, love that chord. You can go all the way down. You know, a G minor 7 looks like this too, but I'm doing it like this because I'm just using the low E and then the D and the G and the B string. So really, jazz chords are major and minor chords with another note onto it, and these are 7s that I'm using. Here's another chord for you. G minor 6. That's when this note, which is the the minor 7 goes down to the 6, if I'm not confused about that. So you got the G minor 7, G minor 6. So let's see. Oh, there's one more chord that I didn't get a chord box for on the screen there. Sorry about that. But I use, in Blue Moon, I use F6, which is a major chord with a 6. So the 6, if you look here on this scale, you'll see that the 6 is the D note. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up that D string. Here's my F major 7 that I did before. And then I'm just going to lift my ring finger and play that open D string. So I'm going to have an F6. So there's my... Now, the bottom chord there, G, B flat, D, F, is my G minor 6 that I was talking about. Excuse me, my G minor 7 that I was talking about a minute ago. And then when that F goes down to E, then we've got a G minor 6. So in Blue Moon, let me pull up Blue Moon here again for you. What I do is I do the F major 7, F6, G minor 7, G minor 6. That's my chord progression that I'm going to use instead of F, D minor, B flat, C. Okay, here it goes. See, so I'm just going to do this through the whole first verse. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Okay, so there's my the beginning of Blue Moon for me. So the next one I'm going to do a little bit differently. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Now, right there, what I did was a A minor 7. It's just like the G minor 7, only it's up 2 frets. And then I did a G sharp minor 7. And then I did a G minor 7. It's very common to do things like that in jazz. Let's see. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Now I'm going to do a B flat, which is a 4 chord, to a B minor, which is a minor 4, to F major 7. There we go. And then I'm going to go into the bridge. And then the suddenly appeared before me. G minor 7. Okay, I didn't do it this way. I did it this way. C7. Appeared before me. F major 7. The only one that could ever hold. Changing keys for a second. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. Now right here on adore me, I'm just using a straight major chord. And then when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. I used a C chord to a G to a C7. Back into F major 7. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. And then you can go back and do a lead or something like that. But that's basically what I did. So jazz chords are major and minor chords and diminished chords. I mean, the different kinds of jazz chords you can have. I wrote some down here. You can have a major 7, which I did. You can have a minor 7. You can have a dominant 7. You can have like a 7 sharp 5 or something like that. Let's see, what would be an E7 sharp 5? I forget. What is it? Anyway, you can do a minor 7 flat 5. You can do a, let's see, a minor 7 flat 5 is basically a fully diminished 7. Or excuse me, a half diminished 7. That's what I used to call it instead of a minor 7 flat 5. You can do a fully diminished 7. You got your 9th chords like C9, C minor 9. You can do an augmented chord. You can do major 9s, 11s, and 13s. And there's all kinds of different chords that you can do. These notes that we add on to major and minor chords, they basically thicken up the chords and really make them, well, more jazzy. That's what we call it. Hey, I'm going to look at the comments and see if we have any comments or questions here. Let's see what we got. Everybody's saying, I am from Ohio. That's fantastic. Can't see your fingering. Let's see here. Eric in Utah. Bossa Nova. Yeah, it is kind of like Bossa Nova, huh? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Bossa Nova, you're right. You know, there's a lot of crossover. I was thinking about the major 7s. Let's see, what's that song by Red Hot Chili Peppers? Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Right? And, I'm gonna guess that one part. Sometimes. I didn't prepare this, so I can't remember how it goes. There it is. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we cry. Now right here. That's a D major 7. That's basically a jazz chord, you know. And we can throw chords in like that. I know country does that once in a while. They'll use a diminished chord or certain kinds of chords just to spice things up. I don't love really heavy jazz, the kind that everybody is, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, I can't really think of anybody right now. But I like certain kinds of jazz. I like jazz standards and things like that. Anyway, that's really all I have to talk about for jazz chords, what they are and how to use them. My big thing is if it sounds good, it is good. So I think you can do whatever you want to as far as jazz chords do. You know, throw them in anytime you want to. Let me get a little closer here and show you these chords one more time. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. I'll do a video on this song sometime and just teach it from the beginning to the end. Thanks for being here, everybody. Let me check my my feed. Hello, hello. Great sounding chords. Thank you, Heather. Albert, hello. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it seems like it lends well to finger picking in that you can focus on the notes easily, missing the dead notes. Yeah, or what we mean is the muted notes, right? A lot of times you'll watch jazz players, they're playing with their fingers, but they don't have to. You can play with a pick too. But you know, if you do something like that, if you do use a pick instead of using your fingers, usually I do this with my fingers, you know. So I don't usually use a pick. I don't usually practice with that because I like to use my fingers on that. Oops. Because I want to bring out certain melody notes. So yeah, but you can use a pick. And sometimes you'll use hybrid picking, where you'll use a pick with these two fingers and then you'll pick with these. I haven't practiced this either. Okay, so yeah, you can do different things. Any other questions or comments? All right, thank you very much. I'm going to go over to a hangout with my supporters. Appreciate you being here. They have a link. If you want to be a supporter, you can come and find me over at Subscribestar or at Patreon, or if you don't like either of those, you can look in the description. There's a link there, a PayPal link. Get in touch with me. You can make a donation, and I can put you on my email list. You can just email me, lessonswithhal@gmail.com. Put you on my email list, and you can become privy to the different things that I do, and also get my book, which has like over 200 pages now. Okay, 50 songs, over 200 pages, theory in the back. Thanks for being here. My name is Hal. This has been Quail Studios Guitar. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.